1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. It is your Capital Region Spring Training Tour. Every day this week at 3:15, we're talking to a different Capital Region ball player who's headed out to spring training. And today, we are on the phone with Maple Hill graduate Jaime Schultz in the Tampa Bay Rays system. Jaime, you report on Thursday. You ready for baseball season?
No, I'm more than ready. It seems like it's been a long off season, but ready to get back out there and ready to start going.
So you get the invitation to Major League spring training. Last year you spent the year at AA. Now you're headed out to Major League camp. What did that mean to you to get the call to say, hey, you're coming up at the big club for the spring?
I think it's just a pretty big real step towards my goal in the end game of making it all the way up there. But, I mean, it's a huge honor. And when I got that phone call over this past off season, I mean, I couldn't really contain my excitement. I started calling all my family and friends and letting them know. So it's a huge step.
Have you found out what level you'll be assigned to yet? And if so, what may be the process? What's the time frame of when you'll find out?
They don't really let us know this soon, but towards the end of spring training, they'll kind of have everyone grouped out into the teams that we're going to be heading out to. But it's usually towards the end of spring training. And again, spring training ends on April 1st, so I'll know later on in March.
Jaime Schultz, Maple Hill graduate, Tampa Bay Rays farmhand with us, 1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com. Brady Farkas, Tom Kozlowski filling in for Levac today. Jaime, you played last year in AA the whole year with the Montgomery Biscuits. You led the Southern League in strikeouts. You made the AA All-Star team. What did last year do for you?
I think it was a huge confidence booster, and it really let me know that I think I can hang with the guys, like the big guys, you know? I mean, you pitched against so many guys that got their call up to the major leagues, and I mean, you see what guys like Kyle Schwarber did, and the impact they had at the big league level, and those are the type of guys I was facing. I think I faced Schwarber about 10 or 12 times throughout the season. And I mean, it's just to be up at that level and face a talent like that and come out with a little bit of success is huge, and I think it's a huge confidence booster.
What are your individual goals for this season? What are you hoping to improve on?
I definitely want to cut down on my walks, and other than that, I think just keep my head in the game and try to focus as much on little things and accuracy as much as I can. But I think if I keep up with my workouts and keep up with everything going on mentally, that it should be a good year.
Jaime, 168 strikeouts and 135 innings last year. Can you even could you even fathom how many Ks that is per inning?
I don't really like to sit back and think about that. I mean, I've kind of always been a strikeout pitcher, and I've kind of learned that it comes with it. But there's definitely more things to think about other than sitting back and looking at how much success you had at one thing. You got to improve upon your other weaknesses there.
Jaime Schultz with us, 1045 The Team, 1045theteam.com, Maple Hill graduate, on his way to spring training, reports on Thursday with the Tampa Bay Rays. Jaime, I've never asked this to a pitcher before, but do you ever wish you got less strikeouts, keep the pitch count down a little bit, allow you to get deeper into the games?
I've actually talked to a few coaches, and they really sit down and ask me if I could go a whole game without striking out people. And, I mean, we both came to the conclusion that it couldn't really happen. But, I mean, it would be a benefiting factor if I was able to either lower the amount of strikeouts or just do it in a timely fashion, so on like 3 or 4 pitches instead of having those long at-bats. So it's something I'm definitely trying to do.
Jaime, you're at the professional level. Have you found maybe one guy or two guys you're now trying to model your game after when you hit the mound?
There's definitely a lot of guys out there that you look up to, especially in the Rays organization, who's known for having pitchers go out and make it coming up through their system. But a lot of guys up there, obviously Chris Archer has been a guy that has gone through kind of the same struggles as me as far as location and command issues, and I kind of started working on the same program he did, similar to that and the AA level, to try to cut that back on the walk. So I think if anyone that I was trying to mimic or make better adjustment to would be Archer right now.
Niskayuna graduate Garrett Whitley, drafted last year first round by the Rays, 13th overall in the draft. Have you gotten a chance to talk to Garrett, and what words might you have had for another Capital Region guy joining the Rays system?
Yeah, I actually got the pleasure of meeting Garrett last year in Instructs, and he's a great kid, and to see someone from the same area, we kind of hit it off right immediately. So, I mean, the only thing I really said is just do you, and I mean, it's going to come. And all the guys have something to say about him, and a lot of the older guys are like, wow, he's a real deal. He's going to be good. He's got a great swing. So as long as he stays consistent with his work ethic, which I think he will, I think he'll turn into a great player.
104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. On the phone with Jaime Schultz. Jamie, we're doing this every day this week, talking to a different guy. Yesterday we talked to JP Sportman. Tomorrow we're talking to Justin Brantley, who's a guy you know pretty well from your time at Maple Hill, his time out at Chatham. You guys two Patroon Conference rivals, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it kind of connected us because about 2 years ago we met up on the mound and against each other out in Lake County when he was with the low A and I was with the low A. So it's kind of cool to just be like, hey, remember the times we used to battle and joke about it? Like I think I do remember hitting a home run off him at one time in Maple Hill, but I mean it's all fun and games now, especially when we're all working towards the same goal. But I mean it's awesome to see how many guys that you guys interview day to day, like a full week's length of people that are from the Capital Region heading out to spring training again.
Yesterday, we played a game with JP Sportman called Defend Your Tweet, and I look out for the Jaime Schultz Twitter, and I can't find one. Why are you not on Twitter?
I haven't had a Twitter, I don't know, in maybe 4 or 5 years, and I think it's just kind of a little distraction for me sometimes. I mean, you know how addicting social media can get right now, but I used to have Instagram, used to have Twitter, but no, I'm stuck to the Facebook now.
Jamie, so last year with the Montgomery Biscuits, that's the hat with the hamburger on it, right?
No, it's a biscuit with a slab of butter as its tongue.
So, come on now, are you happy to be done with that hat?
I mean, I told a lot of my friends and family that I would call it quits as soon as I got there because I thought it was so funny. But I actually have to kind of defend myself because people ask, oh, you're a professional athlete? And I say, yeah. And they're like, what team you play for? And I said, the Biscuits. And they don't really find that to be so cool as I did.
Well, you can tell them, hey, I led the Southern League in strikeouts last year, okay? I pitched against Kyle Schwarber and Miguel Sanu and all these guys who made it to the pros. You can find my baseball card soon. That's all you have to say to these guys.
I would never say that to them, though, you know.
Well, humble as always, Jaime Schultz, Maple Hill graduate with us on his way to spring training. Reports on Thursday with the Tampa Bay Rays. And look, Jamie, we got a lot of Yankee fans here. We're home for Yankees baseball. But with you and Garrett Whitley in the Rays system, you've got a lot of Tampa Bay Rays fans here in the Capital Region as well. Stay healthy this year, and best of luck. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.